Okay, everybody. Episode 30
Woohoo.
with Caitlin Hinckley
You got it.
from Studio 1892.
You got it. Good
Yay,
job.
Thank you. Those numbers were killer. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Super appreciative.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here.
Yay.
Thanks for making it happen
Oh,
so fast.
It comes time, especially when summer hits and just people have lives and schedules.
Right.
We tend to reschedule some stuff often, and that's okay. But this was like opportunities
It was
open.
made to happen.
Let's take it.
Yeah, of course.
And for the 30th.
I know. I'm so excited.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
1 year.
1
too.
year. I know. Shocking. And plenty more people that I can get on here to
Definitely.
never have it end.
Definitely.
Which I might get bored, or
No.
boring. I might be boring after that
Absolutely
time.
not.
Okay. First of all, let's get into kind of what you are, because you are not a realtor,
I am not.
which I love having these different opportunities to get people on here that aren't just real estate
Uh-huh.
involved, but in the marketing aspect.
I am.
That's
so
so cool.
Yeah, thank you. I am a digital marketing specialist at Studio 1892. I also kind of do our PR, boots on the ground type stuff, all the events that we
Yes.
go to and get to collaborate with each other at. I'm also the co-chair of the Young Professionals Association thing that we're starting here.
So good.
Yeah, co-branding with the chamber, so I'm super excited.
Yay.
And then I also do some PR stuff for the Liberty Theater in downtown Lewiston.
Oh,
So
you do.
I do.
You do so much.
I try.
Multiple hats.
I try. Yeah, I love it.
I know that feeling.
Yes, I bet you do.
How long have you been in the marketing industry?
Well, I've had my current job for about 1.5 years now. But I started marketing in high school, honestly, through the DECA program. It was one of the best things that I ever did. I started my sophomore year of high school, went to nationals my junior year, didn't place. That's okay, still went,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then, did DECA my senior year. I was a coordinator of some sort. I can't remember exactly, but kind of helped that grow that as well.
Very cool.
So all the things, yeah, marketing since I was in high school.
Well, and social media, because
Of course.
huge.
That's where I started. I went from high school and worked for the City of Lewiston Parks and Recreation Department, and that's kind of where I got my feet wet, honestly. They trusted me. I don't know why.
Tim.
Fresh out of high school. Yes, Tim Barker. To run their social media, and I just kind of ran with it. And then I switched over to Visit Lewis Clark Valley, the Visitor Information Center, and did their social media there too. And then this opportunity opened up and I could not pass it up.
Wow.
I always say that I kind of was super unqualified or underqualified, I guess. But just took the leap, and it worked out perfectly. I love what I do. I love the people I get to work with. It's great.
I mean, I can talk to anybody, and we were talking before the camera turned on, but you can talk to a group of 10 people, but the second you stand up,
Oh, public speaking?
yeah,
Absolutely not. If I'm
shocking.
if we're sitting at a table and just chit-chatting, I'll give you my spiel.
Yeah.
Biz Buzz, completely fine.
Yeah.
If you ask me to stand up at Biz Buzz or any other social event with the same 10 people, not happening.
Oh no.
And I'm co-emceeing the first LCVYP thing that we're doing, and I am so nervous.
No.
It's a month away, and I've already written a script. So I'm just reading it every morning. I'm like reciting it to myself in the shower.
Taking deep breath.
Yes.
Because I would always try to rush,
Right.
get it done and over with.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did, speech online in college.
Right.
I was trying to get past that awkwardness. No, it was still the worst. But just trying to take those moments to take a breath.
Right.
That's what I forget.
Yeah.
The worst. But how funny though that you can just talk in a group setting.
Oh man. I mean, I could even talk to 40 people if we're all
Yeah.
sitting down. But if you ask me to stand up and put a mic in my hand, I'm so nervous. I stutter. I don't remember what I'm saying.
Yep. It's so funny. And you would consider yourself an extrovert.
Definitely.
Yeah, same. But there's just those times where we get uncomfortable.
I know, and it's so funny. I don't know why, because I like I said, I'm a chatterbug. I'll
Yeah.
talk.
Oh yeah.
I'll talk about anything and everything. If I don't know,
Yep.
I'll figure it out and I'll find a way to talk about it. But
If anybody whoever's been on the podcast knows that it takes me a second to get started. just because I'm awkward, and it just that immediate, I don't know what it is, but I get this gut feeling drop where it's just everything loses out of my brain. But then once I go, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I can talk to anybody, everybody, strangers,
Me too.
just to talk.
Yeah.
But I also don't like silence.
I think that's my big thing too, is I'm like, okay, is anybody going to speak up, or am I going to have to do it?
Oh, I know. Well, that's so cool. And so with the stuff that you're doing at 1892.
Good job.
Here we go. Get the number. What are some of the aspects that you bring, to the studio? Like, do you go out and get business?
Yeah. So we're a full suite digital agency, which essentially just means putting an ad in the newspaper, all the way to writing a radio script or getting a commercial actually on TV, filming it.
You coordinate all that?
All of that good stuff. Wow. So I do outside sales. So I bring clients into studio. I work with 37 people every month, 37 clients every month. And then, of course, do sales calls. So we're prospecting about 13 more right now.
Yeah. How many of you are in the group of the studio?
We actually just hired someone, so there's 4 of us now. But I'm really the only one who goes on outside sales.
Yeah.
We kind of all have our lanes. So Gander Digital, it's our digital billboard network.
Yeah.
That is also through studio. So Kylie Alford does that.
Okay.
Joanna Alford, who kind of ran studio, is now our chief marketing officer. So she oversees all of the marketing.
Wow.
So it's just me, and then our new hire, Truman Renton, he does all the fulfillment for me now. We're training him. So
good.
Yeah, I get to go out, do sales, analytics, and he does all the back end stuff for me, which is really convenient.
Extra hand too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work. I always say, try being an expert at 37 things every month. Try finding something to talk about for 37 different people every day of the month.
And to keep all of them happy.
Yes.
In terms of, with, like you say, sales.
Right.
And making sure everyone's communicated to correctly. Real estate loan officer, same thing.
Right.
It's like we have different jobs, but the same structure
to
help clients.
Right.
So I completely understand that.
Yeah. Color coding and sticky notes.
Sticky notes. That's good.
Keeps me sane.
Yeah. And other people.
Definitely.
Good.
Notes all over the calendar, schedule blocking. That's the only way I can survive.
Now, do you do just the Lewis Clark Valley, or do you do the whole Quad City?
I'm PNW.
No way.
Yes.
The whole corner.
All of it. So I have clients on the west side, Tri-Cities. I'm actually prospecting that little can that's sitting in front of you.
That's so cool.
And then I have clients over Easton, Montana, a lot of clients up north in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, some down in Boise, and then I'm prospecting in Oregon, so I'm hopeful to turn a couple, but Walla Walla is really popular too.
Wow.
Yeah, so I travel. I'm on the road.
This.
Every other week I'm in Spokane for a couple days, and then I hit the other folks when I can get, when I can get over there, usually once a month.
Oh, cool.
But
do you try to hit, like, if you're going to somewhere new, and do you hit multiple places?
Oh, yeah. So kind of my formula is I'll start doing marketing to those areas. Prospecting is essentially what we call it. Running ads saying like, hey, does your business need this, or is this something you're interested in? And then kind of get some research going from there. And then when I actually go travel over there, that's when I'll start knocking on doors and saying, hey, I know you. You interacted with my ad.
Yeah. So let's ask then, what do you think the number is for if you do a radio ad and they call in to actually fulfilling, doing stuff with you guys? What's like the statistic?
That's a hard one. So Studio 1892 is kind of the digital wing of the Lewiston Tribune. So a lot of my clients come from people who advertise with us in print. So our close rate is really high for digital, but for prospecting people, it's a lot lower.
Yeah.
It's about a little bit higher than industry standard, which I think is about 30%.
Okay.
But still, I mean, it's really high. Like I said, a lot of my clients are up in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Yeah. Dave Smith, CDA up there. I do marketing for a lot of car dealerships and stuff, restaurants down here. Yeah.
Well, I just wonder too, like, if people are just calling in just to get something,
Right.
an idea, not so much like, yeah, I'm interested, but what is it?
Right. Exactly.
Actually going through with stuff.
Yeah. And, marketing is crazy because there's so different. So there's so many different touch points where you can interact with your target market or your potential consumer customer. It's finding where those people live and will kind of convert the most. That's the most important.
Draw to.
Yes.
Do you do algorithm stuff?
I do.
Oh,
I don't love it. Facebook actually just recently changed their algorithm. So learning that has been a big learning curve for me.
Wow.
Because, based even on your geography, your ads serve differently. So I spend weeks researching markets where I start prospecting. And then from there, it's, we run 6 to 10 creatives in that market, see what is getting the best results, and then switch it up from there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I not only market for like clients, Dave Smith or El Sombrero, but I also do our some of our in-house stuff.
Your stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just, oof. I don't even want to look at your calendar. It's probably chaos.
It's fun. It's chaos for sure, but I love it.
Yeah.
They always say, love what you do and you never work a day in your life. And that's kind of what I live by.
Yeah. How fun.
And yeah, like I said, getting to be an expert in so many different things and learning about all these people and their businesses that they have, started from the ground up is the best part of it all.
I do love hearing the stories and, just
how you totally get it on the other side.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. And I try to follow, like, with clients too, if, like, why are they moving here?
Right.
Why, what's the situation? What's the move? And
totally
just, it's so fun to get to know people in that aspect. But that I feel like is a little bit more intimate, especially if it's their own business.
Oh, I think you probably get people too. I mean, I was listening to another episode where they were talking about, we see people when they're getting a divorce or they're starting their life over or, they need a bigger house because of kids or XYZ. So you kind of get the feeler side. I get the excitement, which is just as fun.
True. But to be able to see a business just heighten and get traction is so cool.
It is. It's something really special because, like I said, a lot of people who I work with have built their business from the ground up.
Yes.
So when they are seeing, their POS side of stuff month over month increasing, and we can attribute it to what we're doing, it really makes you feel like you're making a difference in not only the business but in their life too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, with the realtor aspect or the people that I bring, even my own business, like, what are some tips or things you would suggest for people to boost?
Yay. So that is the secret. And I hate that answer because people tell it to me too. But really, people, come to you or come to your business for you. So the more personable and the more that you interact with your people or your face is in the post or you're letting them know like, son's ball game or hockey game, they want to see you. They want to see your life. They want to know that, you care about them and they care about you. So that's the biggest tip.
Oh, wow.
It is just really talking and seeing your audience because that's what's going to get them.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to feel connected and important.
Yeah.
And the more that you can do that, the better because it creates a better space for everybody. It makes you feel like people care about you and it makes people feel like you care about them too.
Well, it's like they're always saying like, oh, you need to be out there, be different. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, I don't really want to be the norm. Like, what's different? But I can be myself.
Exactly. And that's the best thing because all of us are different. All of us have different thoughts and feelings and ways of approaching things.
Yep.
And all of them are correct. And finding people who are kind of in your niche and are like you, that's the selling point.
Ooh, such a simple but very good answer.
I mean, it truly is.
Yeah.
I do a lot of car dealerships. That's kind of my main focus. So I always tell them, I said, introduce your staff. People want to know who. Yeah. That's it. People just want to know.
Yeah. Because there's so much that you could portray as what you want to look like.
Right.
But then when people actually interact with you and it's like a whole different story.
Yeah.
Like I'm human. I'm going to be true to myself.
Right.
I'm not perfect. Right. But I want to know that at least what you're getting here is the same for everybody else.
Exactly.
And yeah, how simple.
Yeah, I mean, it really is.
Mhm.
People, again, car industry, people sell things. Cars don't sell things.
True.
You have to be who you are, and the right person will kind of just fall into your lap, honestly.
I feel like that's all the things that have happened in my life have just been brought to me.
Right.
It's never been something I really like thought I needed to strive for.
Or
myself.
change to be, fit a certain way.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, that was very good.
And I also say, this is my marketing hot take, is don't be the annoying aunt. So on the same hand as people want to see you and talk to you and interact with you, don't post 6 times a day.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
People love you.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
But they don't care that you're at the 6th spot of the day.
Listen, Darrow found a way where you could go back and see your old Facebook posts.
Absolutely not.
Don't, Darrow. Don't. But he was like, you put your emotions.
Oh, yeah.
What you were doing that day.
Totally.
I was quoting stupid songs and
like for a TBH.
Yes. Like that is what I think of when I think of too much information.
Right.
I don't need to know that.
Yeah. It's funny.
Don't, Darrow. Are you doing it right now?
He says, just going to pull it up and just remind us.
Please don't.
We all once were.
Well, then, like with social media changing, I would say rapidly.
Definitely.
Just between like when MySpace happened. Did you have MySpace? I was going to say, that was the day. To when I finally got Facebook to now.
Right.
Dramatic.
Totally.
And with marketing and ads
Mm-hmm.
and everything and TikTok. Is there one place that you would say would be the best to start? Like if you had no idea what to do and just, what would be your best guide?
Social media.
Yeah.
Right now, Facebook and Instagram are the 3rd area that people search for you. So of course, Google is number 1, but Google's expensive.
Yeah.
Keywords, AdWords, pay-per-click, SEM.
Putting you on the top?
Yeah, SEM, SEO, it's expensive. Google Maps is the 2nd. And that's also hard. That plays into SEM, SEO too. So search engine marketing, search engine optimization. So social media, they're using it like a Google search. I mean, anytime I go out of town and I need to find a place to eat or a good bar or anything like that, we're searching on Facebook. We're searching food finders or, best restaurants near me or things like that. So social media is huge.
Yeah. So true. I'll go on my map and be like food near me or something and then kind of go to reviews.
Right.
And, kind of how we were saying about Amazon, sometimes those are paid, ads. And trying to find the real nitty gritty reviews. And I do wedding makeup also.
Right.
And so when I try to find a product that I maybe want to introduce, like TikTok, it's just like, oh yeah, this is that next best thing. But then I go and I'll try to find like people that don't have a huge following, aren't like not the influencer type.
Totally.
And then they give their true, like, no, it's stupid. It doesn't work. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to say like, who do you believe?
Right.
When it comes to Facebook reviews here in our town, man, again,
people are brutal out there.
Oh, brutal. And it's always two-sided,
definitely.
Sometimes, but reviews and with our little space, do you feel that ours is completely different than anyone outside, or do you feel like everybody in other areas of the state and Washington or all that have the same similar problems?
I think I don't want to be mean. I think here people are especially critical because they don't have as many opportunities. I think that we take a lot of the things in our small town for granted. I think that a lot of people are a one strike and you're out instead of giving a business an opportunity to make it right or trying something new. Like you have been saying, everybody is human.
Yes.
We're all human. We all have bad days.
Yes.
That goes for any industry too.
For sure. But that's so true. We only have so many shopping things. We only have so
Right.
many restaurants. And
Mhm.
the way to support them and to keep them open is to go to those places.
Right.
And it's hard when they're like restaurants are closing or, business.
Definitely.
And it's like, then you see all these, well, another restaurant gone.
Right.
And it's like,
Well, what did you do to support it?
yeah.
And that's all, that's always what I say is supporting local is by far the biggest and best thing that you can do.
Yeah.
But also being aware and talking about it, telling your friends, oh, I had a great meal here, or I had a great experience here, or this realtor is fantastic. And, recommendations and word of mouth is the biggest way to get
Huge.
a conversion.
Yes.
So to get somebody in your door as, the person who's looking for people to connect with.
Yes. Ugh.
So, yeah, I mean, everybody is entitled to their opinion, and everybody has places that they don't like or people that they don't enjoy working with. But
marketing too. I mean, you can't be drawn to, oh, you don't like Mexican food.
Right.
And so you're like, do I really want to help them with their business? It's like, you can't be like that in this at
definitely
all.
not.
You want everybody to thrive.
Of course. Well, and that's our biggest, our mission statement is your passion is our purpose. What makes you in a business sense. That's what we're here to grow. And that's what we're here to find like-minded people who also see, what you're doing and kind of bring you two together. That's the whole name of the game.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Well, then, go ahead.
No, you're okay.
Okay. I was like, we can move into then the young professionals.
Definitely.
I feel like you do so much and I don't want to get so intertwined with what you do, but wait, before we go into the young professionals, the Inland 360, tell me kind of how you were involved in all of that. Sure. The best of the
Inland Northwest.
Yes, best of the Inland Northwest. So tell me what's the difference between the best and the West and the Inland?
So the best of the West, I believe, was ran through Clue, and they no longer did that. So we just kind of stepped in and changed the program a little bit.
Revamped it.
Yeah, we really wanted it to be community focused, where we were celebrating business. Best of the West did that, phenomenally as well.
Yeah.
But the gala was a hit.
So fun. Darrow should have been there.
Should have. We had so much fun. So much planning went into it. So much time.
Beautiful.
It was. Oh my gosh, it was a great event.
Walking in to see the aerialist or whatever, what her title.
Lollipop girl.
Listen. I was like astounded. And then it was so funny because we would walk through and then she left. I was like, oh, maybe she's taking a break. She came out in a new outfit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
was so much fun. I mean, you have all types of businesses.
Yes.
You had a plumber and then you also had a cannabis realtor and you had, realtors or bar owners, restaurant people, people who would never be in the same room.
Yep.
All in a room celebrating each other. I mean, it does not get better than that.
I had salon girls at our table, and it's just fun to see that it was all mixed.
Right.
Which is so cool. And
right.
then just sitting in the audience and everyone that, they go through the ones that were in the top and they say the winner and just the amount of claps and cheers
I
that
couldn't tell you
got.
How many times I cried. I sat in the back of the room. I'm like,
so good.
It was.
And just the way that everyone was like, ooh, now next year.
Oh, yeah. Next year, it's going to be bigger and better, of course. The first year, right?
Yes.
I thought we did great for the first year. I was extremely impressed. I was so proud of our team.
Organized even.
Yes.
I don't know how you guys planned that.
Me neither.
Because I was like at the very end when everyone's like trying to get cards and take pictures, and it was like, it just ran so smooth.
I know.
The whole voting, that portion of the gala was just so smooth.
Yeah.
And
props
the
to
team.
You guys. Thank you. That means so much. We had so much fun. It's definitely going to be a recurring event.
We're getting a table. Darrow,
we're
getting a table.
I'll save it for you right now.
Yes.
But oh my gosh. I mean, even if you don't win, being in that room with, I always say industry leaders and people who want to collaborate and care about your business too.
Absolutely.
It did not get better. I couldn't have wrote it better myself.
No, absolutely. And I can't wait for next year. And
Me too.
are you guys like you're in the works?
Yeah.
Planning already.
Already.
Well, if you think half the year
Oh, I mean,
is gone.
yeah. Ugh.
I know.
Somehow, yes. I mean, we're already in the works. We just wrapped up. We just got our plaques in for the winners.
Very cool.
And we're doing marketing for it already. And then we're kicking off meetings probably August of this year, since it's not our first year, but we're
how cool.
Basically already there again.
Well, the brewery, the one that you got that said winner, I brought it in and it's on its little easel. So the plaques will be very cool too.
Yeah.
I was like the whole thing, the whole paper that you got at the end, and it had everybody that was listed on there.
Yeah.
So cool.
A local artist actually designed the cover of that too.
Really?
I'm completely blanking on her name and I feel horrible. But yes, a local artist did design that. It was so cool.
So pretty.
So much collaboration went into it.
Yeah.
Just from, my standpoint of being a part of the team who actually executed the event and was boots on the ground doing sales. But all the way up to people like renting limos and suits and having so much fun dancing on the stage.
The attire was hilarious because there were some that were up to the 9 dress, and then there were some in like just jeans.
Just got off work and rolled up.
Yeah, they didn't know. Like it was like, no, what are we walking into next year? Pooh.
Yeah,
you had that beautiful dress, black dress. Yes, and I loved the way, because I was kind of sitting and watching you. You knew everybody's name you said hi to.
Thank you.
You were so sweet, and you were like, where are you sitting? Where are you? Where do you need to go? Just your presence in that, just coming into the entrance.
You're going to make me cry.
No, I felt so special.
Thank you.
Just that little bit.
Oh,
I told you. I'm a crier.
Thank you. It means so much to me, truly. I mean, I think it shows in my work that I love what I do. But hearing it is completely different, and I really appreciate it.
Radiates.
And thank you so much. Thank you. Real
Gosh, I'm mean.
tears.
Oh my god, Mom's so mean. No. Okay, well then, next year, can't wait.
Party next year. It's gonna be fun. And I think we might do a little after hours.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
I'm excited.
The young professionals.
Yes.
Let's go into that. Now, we talked briefly, and I saw the social media posts and everything, and Drew.
He's fabulous.
Come on. Love her. So I'm just excited to see, where that goes. But what is the young professionals?
Sure. It was just kind of an idea that I actually stole from Boise. Being down there and having some clients down there, I found it on LinkedIn and I was like, I totally need to bring this back to the Valley.
Yeah.
I went to one of their events when we were down in Boise, just on a Thursday night, stumbled upon it. And I was like, why don't we have this here?
Wow.
I started doing some research. I came back to a chamber function. And I talked to Linnea, the director, and she was like, oh my gosh, the other Caitlin Jones, she's already on it. You two need to take this and run with it.
Nice.
So I got in touch with her, and I mean, it was just kind of meant to happen. She told me in her interview, she actually mentioned that we needed a YP group here.
Yeah.
So it was just honestly, it was fate. I don't really believe in coincidences. I think that everything happens for a reason. So
and that was
it. Totally was.
Can't ignore it.
Weird. Caitlin Jones and me, Caitlin Hinckley, spell our names the exact same and have the same exact birthday. So it's kind of like a thing.
Oh,
I don't know.
You two.
I know. It's really strange, but she's a joy to work with. I couldn't say enough great things about her.
Good.
Like what she brings to the table, what she brings to our chamber is
the ideas.
Oh my gosh. All the new staff is fabulous.
Yay.
I loved working with Kristen and Blake and the old chamber too, but these gals are
cool.
Are ready to rock it.
Oh, I'm excited.
Me too.
I talking about it now, I've mentioned it to several and they're like, oh, love to be involved. And I was
thank you so much.
Oh yeah. I think it's because I feel like, what was the women's thing that they did?
the women who care of the confluence.
Something, yeah.
Like I'm butchering that, but it has those words in it.
But bringing people together
Totally.
in those, younger people that are starting businesses that you want to see them flourish and just see where they are and see where they can come.
Right.
I just, in any age group, what's the age?
It's right now it's 21 to 31.
Okay.
The idea was kind of, we tossed age back and forth. I really wanted young. I wanted 18, fresh out of high school, so we could kind of help them.
Career building.
Yes. But with being 18, we couldn't have any events with alcohol.
Gotcha.
And not that that's important, but I think for specifically the, mix and mingles, especially your first one, it's called Mix, Mingle, Win at Bingo. I found it finally. I knew I would.
There it is.
But, having alcohol.
Or if it's just maybe a lighter setting.
Exactly.
Not so formal.
Yes.
Because that's when it's like.
Exactly.
Yeah. I understand
so
that.
21 to 31 is what we're starting with. We're open to, anybody who has ideas.
And even going to the high school or, promoting what that group will be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our 3 pillars are volunteer, informational, and then tours. Cool. So those are the 3 things that we'll kind of try and do at least once a month. And then also we'll do special things like we'll be at LCSC's welcome fair, career fairs. We'll talk to the high school students. I'm working right now to get involved in the DECA program.
Very cool.
Where my roots came from.
Around.
I know. And then just speaking to the high school, I want to speak to them, and I kind of started the conversation last year about marketing because I'm young. I mean, it's well, sorry.
No.
I just
You're
mean
beautiful.
Thank you. I just mean young in the industry.
Yeah.
I started marketing in high school and fresh out of high school too, and I've just kind of ran with it. And it's not common that, especially in the marketing industry, that you don't go to college and have a 4-year degree. And I'm a huge advocate for, kind of finding your way. And if college is what suits you, then that's the direction you go. And if it doesn't, then you can still be a badass. And
I just feel like that was always embedded into even our parents. Well,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Sarah's not really paying attention right now, but like college. Were you nudged to go to college? Not so much. Well, yeah. It was more like that's the only way to
definitely
find something. And that is definitely not true.
No, I went to school for a little bit. I'm a semester away from having my associates, which now I'm pretty well established.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
If I decide I want to go back to school, it would just be to prove a point that I could, not because I needed or even wanted to.
There you go. I tried to go back, but that wasn't in the time where I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, it's time to pick a way to go. And I sat there like, don't know.
I want to do all the things.
I got scared, and I'm very much a hands-on learner.
Mm-hmm.
I love learning new things, which is probably why I'm in the boat that I'm at, where I have wear so many hats. But I just think that makes me a more knowledgeable person.
Totally.
Versatile.
Definitely.
And getting to know so many other people.
Right.
And communicating that way.
Yeah. And, again, I am not hating on anyone who goes to college because more power to
you.
But man, school is not for me. Oof. I love talking to people. And you can't do that when you're in a class with 200 other people.
No, definitely not. Zero in school, barely. You passed, and I still don't understand. He never had books. He never had where's your homework? Don't know. And he would do.
There we go.
Good.
That's okay, right? You made it.
And now look at him.
Yeah, now you have what? 17 businesses or something?
Smorgasbord of businesses.
Yeah, 17 different businesses doing things I don't even understand.
If he could, he would sit down and just map out everything that he can do. Don't know how he does these things.
Right.
Rendering. When's the YouTube being rendered? He goes, what? I don't know what you mean. What does it even mean? No. So funny. Well, are you techie then?
No. My boyfriend just taught me how to save things into a shared folder on Facebook. So again, going back to traveling and trying new foods.
Oh, I love it.
Now I can save things in different folders.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, in some aspects.
Okay.
Back end stuff, like my, I guess it wouldn't be techie kind of, but going back to marketing, targeting.
Yes.
Understanding algorithms, things like that. But I mean, if you ask me to do a TikTok, I would be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Let me get back to
facing the camera.
Yeah.
No, remember we talked about this.
Yeah.
Can't do it either.
Yeah, no.
There's the realm that you could go and do for any business in any way.
I mean, yeah, some of our targeting capabilities are insane. So we do a lot of programmatic advertising. It's keyword targeting based on how somebody uses their phone.
Searches and
all of that kind of stuff. But we also can put audience segments in. So I can target you based on how often you buy milk at a grocery store.
No way.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Oh my God.
Same with email. I can send targeted emails. One of my first emails I sent was to homeowners who recently put a pool in and installed new windows.
No way.
I can target them based on their email.
And you would just put it all in a mass email. Oh my gosh.
It's really creepy.
That is wild.
But it works.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Dara was, we just got a big project done over at the O-Ring store.
Uh-huh.
And he was sending mass emails to the whole state, one state at a time. All of them.
Yeah.
But not at once. But he would send like 20,000 emails.
Yeah. I just sent an email campaign with 20,000 emails today.
That's crazy. Yeah. And what you shut off? Didn't you shut off like a state or an area? Like it didn't work. Like you couldn't communicate with.
Well, I had to somehow filter into it. I could only send 40,000 at a time.
Oh, okay.
Something crazy.
Okay.
Anyone that's ever bought.
Yeah, so we can do that, that idea, but we also do conquesting. So I find you people.
Oh, that's insane.
It is.
That's so cool.
I always tell people, if you be silly with me, I'll put you on every billboard, on every ad, in every space. Everybody will know exactly what you're doing to be silly.
Oh, cool. That's me. So any way that would be the best to get to a hold of you or to start?
Yeah.
Like if they want to boost up their marketing.
Totally.
Get some ideas.
Yeah.
Creative flow.
Yeah, anything. I mean, I am always on the go. I'm always down for a phone conversation or setting up a meeting.
Awesome.
I'm very casual. I walked downtown Lewiston with one of my best friends who's also a really good client of mine, and we planned out her summer marketing plan just walking through downtown Lewiston looking at the new businesses.
Ooh,
about a month ago.
That's cool.
Yeah, met for coffee at Blue Lantern and then just walked and talked about marketing and what she wanted to see. So it all starts with a conversation.
Okay. Just an idea.
Yeah. And I mean, it's what I do. It's where I live. That's where my brain is always at. Mm-hmm. So it's nice talking to someone who, lives in that world. If I tried to buy a house, I wouldn't just go knock on somebody's door. I'd consult a professional because, you guys, the same with the money side, you know it better than I ever could imagine.
Yes.
When I bought my house, I was like, I have no idea what any of this means. Please tell me in a way that I understand. I'm so sorry.
And I feel like I try to explain things in ways that I don't want to sound like for dummies or just, a smaller version of what you're hearing in short language where this makes actual sense, like steps and numbers don't lie.
No.
But in terms of just marketing and that I should probably get some input.
Yeah, I consult. All my consults are free. So if you ever want to talk to me about it and you want to show me what you're doing or you have questions about it, just shoot me a text, honestly. Like I said, I would go to a professional because I don't know. I bought my house when I was 21 and I had no idea what I was doing.
You know how you buying a house at 21 is like rare. nowadays.
It was really rough.
Oh, I bet.
It was rough. It was in 2021 is when I bought my house. So pandemic.
Yeah.
So I got a really, really, really great interest rate. I won't tote it around too much because I heard you guys on another episode talking about interest rates being in the 8s at one point.
Yeah. They're not great right now.
Yeah.
But it's that when it was hot and if you didn't get in it, oof.
My house, I have a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom rental and a shop on it. And I got it for nothing.
Caitlin. Oh, you gold mine. Oh, wow.
I'll never be able to get rid of it. It's right across the street from a school.
That's perfect. But just the amount of equity now that you have into it.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl.
I know.
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Being adult.
It sucks.
I know. It really
So
does.
bad. I put a hole in my living room the other day. So I'm dealing with the consequences of my actions.
Consult with a professional.
Yes, I have. I'm like, okay, somebody come in and fix this drywall.
Shoot.
Retexture this wall for me.
Oh, no. I see it. No, my husband won't even let me touch anything because it's like, nope, he'll do it.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, the light bulb's out. I'll change the light. He's like, absolutely not.
Never mind.
Don't get up on that stool. I will do it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. That sounds great.
Very similar. The Create by Kaitlyn. Did my own little deep dive. What is that? Your stuff?
Yeah, it's me. So it's a lot of just my PR side. Honestly, it's kind of what I do. A back end. I kind of talked a little bit too about how with the Tribune, I like reminding people that real people work for the Tribune.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my lane is, investing in yourself is never the wrong investment.
Absolutely.
And so just having a space where if I ever left studio, which I never, ever, ever will, I have an area where it's for me. I have an area where people can find me and can reach me easier. Who, they want to see what I'm doing, all the fun stuff that I get to do behind the scenes. Because, like I said, I live in the marketing world, but marketing is only people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Anything
I do, it has to be people oriented. So it's just a better way to show people like, I do live behind a screen, but I also get to do all the fun stuff too.
Love seeing all the stuff that you get to do. And all the events you go to, especially with the chamber.
Yes, we go to all of the surrounding chambers. So I'm in Moscow, Pullman, and Lewiston. Every month we go to their chamber events with whatever print rep is designated to that area.
Your car must have so many miles.
Oh yeah, we're about to break 100,000 on a 2019.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But it's also great because with my job, I can kind of pack up and go, and I love to travel. So I'm gone. I'm working on the road a lot too,
fun.
Which is so great. I mean, this career, it's so flexible, and thankfully, the people that I work for and with see that a work-life balance is more important than anything. And so they're extremely supportive in anything, any endeavor that I want to take, any crazy idea I throw at them.
That's like when I started my whole journey and with my 2 kids, it's just that work-life balance. I needed something that I could at least be more flexible.
Right.
And I have, but I am now dug myself a hole because I'm a people pleaser. And they're like, can you do this? I go, yes. Yes, I can.
I keep referring to your other podcasts, but when you talked about when you and your husband were in Seattle, the Red Cross donating a pizza every month.
Yep, that's me. Oh, he would. Oh, if you were to explain this to him or say something about it in front of him, he'd be like, listen what she did. It was like the worst thing in the world. And I'm like standing there and I can't break. Like, we're already talking. It's gonna be a look rude of me to just walk away. And I did it for like a year. That's it. It was. I feel good.
Wait, you gave back to something important.
Red Cross is great. Except I don't think I stopped ordering pizza. Like the whole like,
just one pizza every month.
No, I still bought that pizza.
That's okay.
It's okay. But it was cool.
Budgets, whatever. Good. Who follows a budget anymore?
I'm also very gullible. And so
Okay.
there are things where, especially with jokes, I'm like,
Oh my
what? And they're like,
gosh.
just kidding. I'm like, oh, great example. At the brewery, there's a couple people that have came in and given $2 bills
Mhm.
as tips.
Mhm.
There's one guy that does origami and
Mhm.
he'll like fold it. I'm like, oh, how cool. Have these. Then I said something about being like, oh, that I hope that guy with the rare bills come in. And they're like, rare? And I'm like, yeah, no, they not make these anymore. They're going, no, they still get made. They're not that rare. Are you thinking that? Yeah. Yeah, apparently. They're not rare. I thought they were.
Are you lying?
They're not that rare. Like old ones when they first started, but not like you can go to the bank and go get $2.
No way.
Yeah. 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 See,
There's no way you can go
okay.
to a bank.
I'm glad that I'm not the only
I have not seen a $2 bill besides in, my partner's wallet in years.
wedding tips. I've had a couple of $2 bills.
Really?
Yep. I will show you.
No way.
Yeah. No. Wait.
Because they're like oh my gosh, you totally do.
There's one. Hold on. This was
I-
for my last wedding that I just did. Oh, wait.
No way.
Those are all. This
This is fake.
This was her tip. They're so crisp.
Oh my gosh.
They're like they don't.
ASMR.
Good. I love that this just
Oh
turned
my
in. I
gosh.
forgot I had these still. Yeah.
There's
Look how
no
crisp
way.
They've never been. I creased them to put them in my wallet.
That's so insane. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I honestly
Good.
thought that they were like a rarity.
Good.
Commodity is the better word.
I don't want to.
Totally blind.
Please don't.
I cannot see that far.
Feel how crisp these ones are, though.
Uncirculated. These aren't even been held on.
Well, besides the picture taker in the government.
Yeah, the government. Had to be the government. But it's just, yeah. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. I swear I had no idea.
Oh, how cool. Well, listen, I was just at that moment where I was like, oh, yeah, no, these are so unique. I'm going to save them for my kids.
Right. Well, that's what my parents did for me.
Yeah.
Here, if the bank does not have any $2 bill inventory, they can order them from.
That's, yep.
That's insane.
The Federal Reserve is the reason why interest rates are.
Infinite.
They have the decision.
Infinite dollars.
Yet no, we're not going into there.
I totally just spilled water on myself. That's so. Oh my gosh. Like I'm seriously like not even a real adult. I swear. Oh my god.
We are more and more like, girl, you and me.
Oh my gosh.
This is too
I
good.
need to get my
Great. This delicious, by the way.
Thanks.
I love. And do they? Where is it at?
They're in Kennewick.
No way.
Yes. And they are delicious.
Gluten free. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. Like I said, the baked apple gives more fall for me.
Yes.
But they have like a Cosmo crisp apple and a green apple that's a little sour. Oh my gosh.
I love
So
green
good.
apple.
So good.
I hate when I get candy where it's green.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, ooh, green apple. No, it's lime.
Ugh.
Screw that.
Yeah.
Stupid. Are you a Peeps or candy corn lover?
Neither.
If you had to. If you had like
If I had
the
to,
only two choices.
I probably just wouldn't. I'm not a big sweets person. I can't. It gives me heartburn.
Oh, you and Darrow.
Oh,
He can't have. He can think about a muffin and gets heartburn.
I tried one of those waffle things from Hot Shots this morning. Have you seen those?
No.
They have like little waffles to go.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I tried one. Way too sweet for me. I was like, I just wanted an easy
You said
breakfast.
this is a little sweet, which I don't. I think this is like one of the lighter, especially fruitier ones.
Yes.
Like the berry ones are super sweet at the brewery. But that is, oof.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, I'm not a sweets person. Ice cream, candy, cake.
You and Darrow. So you like salty.
No, I don't really.
You don't have like a go-to?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
If I'm gonna eat, if I'm gonna eat candy, I like sour candy.
Yeah.
But that's just about it.
Yeah.
And
Oof. Man,
Yeah.
I have moments. I'm definitely more of a savory. If there's a chip and a dip,
Oh, dip.
I'm there.
I am a dip
I
lady.
love
Everything has a dip.
Mm.
Every chip
Yep.
has to have a dip. Everything I'm eating has a sauce with it. Uh-oh. What did I say?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I was just going to tell you I might have a sauce problem.
Oh, me too.
People that maybe know me,
Mm-hmm.
I love every bite.
Oh, me too.
Yes.
It has to have sauce.
Awful amount of ketchup for stuff.
I made tacos last night.
Ooh.
Had my last taco, I was putting everything away, and my partner was in the kitchen with me and was like, why aren't you putting this stuff away? And I was like, well, I'm gonna make a taco. He goes, it's sour cream and salsa and cheese. And I was like, well, I don't judge you, so why are you judging me? It's just a little nightcap for me. Is that so wrong?
Not at all. Not at all.
But yes, I'm a sauce queen too. I love it.
We are this.
We are.
Well, yeah. The more I'm finding out, for sure. Well, man, is there anything else that you do that I haven't touched, or anything that you feel like you're like, oh nope, we need to make sure we mention this?
Honestly, not really. Oh, okay.
Goals within your job. Are you able or wanting?
Yeah, that's actually something that I struggle with a lot. I feel like I set goals for myself, and I'm very critical. At work, we talk about I am not a competitive person at all. I don't have that in me. I don't have like I need to win. I need to beat this person.
Yeah.
Unless it's my boyfriend. But otherwise I'm extremely competitive with myself, and I'm very hard on myself. I take what people say to heart. Obviously, I cried when he told me that I did a great job. So I think my goal, honestly, is just being better for myself. Being kinder to myself.
That's a great goal.
We're all hard on ourselves, It's part of just being, especially in the public sector, is there's always room for improvement. My unattainable goal, I say, that I eventually will check off my box sometime in my marketing career, is I want 100 clients a month.
Ooh.
Which is a lot.
That's a good goal.
But I want to hit my 100 clients a month, and I want eventually to have a client in the Super Bowl. I want to do marketing for someone on the Super Bowl.
Oh, cool.
And I kind of got my feet wet a little bit. An agency that we partner with does DraftKings ads, and I got to kind of give some 2 cents and make some edits to a DraftKings ad, which was crazy.
How cool.
But oh my gosh, I know. Yeah. So,
Girl.
Super Bowl is definitely one. My parents, I love them. They're like, oh, never. You're never going to do it.
No.
So as soon as they said that, I'm like, oh, game on. Now I have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have to prove
Never
everything.
say never.
No.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, definitely 100 clients. 36, 37 that I work with now, and 13 prospecting. It's a lot.
Sure.
But with Truman with me now, doing some of the back end stuff is going to be huge.
The time you'll have.
Right. And I talk a lot about stuff, making sure that we're all doing stuff that fills our cup. Yeah. That's something that's really important. Talking about my why.
Yes.
And so I think that with all of these transitions that are happening, and like I said, my work being very like open and flexible with the vision and the direction that I see things going in, I'll be able to do a lot more of the public stuff, talking to people, conquesting, prospecting. So
Girl.
more of the stuff that fills my cup.
For how long you have been working on everything? 24?
Yeah, I'm 24. Just turned 24.
I can't wait to revisit this conversation in 5 years.
Me too.
Can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Because just to be able to say what you have done in that time frame alone.
Thank you.
The up and up.
That is so kind. I really appreciate that.
Good.
That means so much to me.
I can't wait. And I can't wait to be like, you did it.
Thank you.
Now what?
Thank you. Yeah.
Now what?
Now what? That's great. What about you?
Ooh, that's hard. That's really hard. Ugh. Okay. Financial freedom always has been like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be well known.
Mhm.
Biggest thing is I don't know if this sounds like not sexist or anything, but I always like that, man, woman, wife stays home with the kids, I don't know. I want to break that norm in a way.
Mm-hmm.
If I can make more money and have it be the main income for my household,
That's how
that would make me feel so powerful and just so, and then my husband, bless his soul, probably be embarrassed if I mention him more on here, but he has let me just strive for anything that I've been drawn to,
Mm-hmm.
going for, called him upset, crying, like, I'm so with my old job. And he was like, nope, go ahead and quit. So if I can do that for him one day and be able to, have my whole careers and life set
Mm-hmm.
to where he can then do what he wants to do.
Right.
That would be
that goes back. That one's definitely one of mine too. Being able to provide.
It's a good long-term goal.
Yeah.
Right now, oh man, I want to do the best that I can for my clients right now and get more. That's always the goal, is to get more. The loan officer job, I would love for that to be my only full-time big boy, but
Right.
I dabble with so many other things that, like, I do game nights at the brewery.
Right.
I don't know if I want to give that up. It's a way that I can communicate
Right.
with people in my fun job and
Right.
get my name out there. Makeup, same thing.
Right.
And then this, it's hard with all these little passions. I wouldn't say
Passion projects.
yes, passion projects. And that to know that all my hard work now will pay off in the future.
Yeah, that's how I feel. When you were talking, it just kind of made me laugh because I just ordered a print for my office that said, "Girl bossed too hard. Now I have to bring home the bacon."
My Randy Cook Up, best friend.
Okay.
I just passed my loan officer exam. I was in Spokane.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
It was.
Jeez, why aren't we celebrating?
No, that was a lot.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that was. Oh gosh, over 2 years.
Okay.
But when I called her, I FaceTimed her, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, so exciting!" And she's like, "Oh, cool, congrats!" And there was a sign on the wall that says, "Damn, it feels good to be a gangster." And she went and made me a sign, so it hangs up above my desk. That was like, damn, it does. It feels good.
How thoughtful.
I know. Oh, I know. She's so crafty too, and all that stuff. But it's just those little things that I know it will all pay off in the end.
Yeah.
Just right now, it's like,
investing in yourself is never the wrong investment.
oh, see, that quote is a good one.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that I think about a lot because, like I said, I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah.
I'm also a people pleaser. I want everybody to be happy and proud and want to be behind me. And so having to take a step back a lot and just think about, okay, yes, there are people who depend on me, but what is best for me and the people who matter most to me.
Thank goodness I need those words said to me just as a reminder.
Right.
Because I could all day, oh no, everything's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just going with it.
Yeah.
But eventually it's like, I'm going to have to, address myself. And I've definitely noticed with some of the stuff that it's like, my family, I do have all this flexibility to be there for my family when they need me, but not when I have time off. It's like the time off, I fill it with other things. So that's definitely maybe something I'm going to try to.
I'm really bad about answering calls on weekends.
Yes.
When you work with so many people, you take calls
in
the car with your kids in the car or
100%
walking out of somewhere and music's playing, especially on vacation. I'm really, really, really bad about it. And so probably being more conscious of that too.
Good goals. Again, let's see 5 years, maybe not even. We're going to keep in touch a lot.
Oh, definitely.
I just can't wait to see what the difference between now to then is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I've taken up a lot of your evening.
No, not at all. I love it.
Oh, good.
I love it. I had so much fun.
Kaitlyn, I just thank you for coming on here, telling your story, your strive for this valley and all surrounding Pacific Northwest
Thank
marketing.
you.
I am so excited to see where it goes.
Thank you. Me too. And same to you. I'm excited. I watch your page. I of course listen to the pod and see all the fun things you do.
Oh, appreciate
And
that.
yeah, I love it. Like I said, the last episode that I watched, you guys talked about marketing, and I was like, oh
Yes.
here we go.
Oh yeah.
This is where
That's
we're
where
gonna start.
Like that. Me next.
Yes,
What happened?
it did.
I
It did.
Like we're making it happen.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving all
course.
of us this opportunity. I mean, seriously, there's nothing like this where we just get to have a conversation
Yeah.
and schedule out time to learn about each other and all the other businesses that you get to work with. It's, like I said, my whole mantra is your passion is our purpose, and collaborate and create. And so much
That's what
fun.
happened.
That's what happens.
Well, let's cheers. End of every episode.
Water.
Tink.